Hi guys, how you going? Welcome back to the channel, or if you're new, welcome. So I've been on a bit of a mission to get the weight down in my car, because on this next trip I'm going away, there's a lot of gear I want to take away. We're heading away to Central Australia for a couple of weeks, and one of the things I'm targeting today is the front winch. Now, as you can see here, I've just popped on a synthetic rope. I'm going to take you through the process in relation to changing over an old worn winch, and this should apply to any sort of general winch, and basically changing over from a steel cable to a synthetic cable. Now, I thought it was going to be a nice and simple and smooth process, and the job is quite smooth, but there's a few things that you need to take into consideration. So basically by the end of this video, I'll take you through all of the ups and downs and all of the stops and starts in relation to the changeover of this simple tasks. And by the end of it, you'll be very, very well prepared when you go to change over yours. All right, so I've got Lionel with me today. We're going to do the quick changeover. And I should say not so quick, because it ended up taking us a few days before we got all the bits and pieces together, but we got there eventually. All right, let's get started. All right guys, so first up what we're going to do is basically we've just spooled out the steel cable all the way to Timbuktu and back. As you could see, it took quite some time. So what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be replacing the steel cable with this new worn synthetic cable over here. All right guys, so what we're going to be doing is, as well as replacing the steel cable, we're going to replace this Fairlead roller with a horse, because there's no need for the roller, and again I dare say there's a weight saving in that as well. So it looks like that should bolt out quite nicely. And I'll give you a quick look under here, and there's that one little grub screw just in there to get the cable off. So we'll see how easy that is to get off, because again it's been on here for about 14 odd years. So, and as you can see, this is the Magnum 9K worn winch, which I've had since absolute day one, and she's been absolutely flawless. Okay, and one of the things you can also do is, if you don't want to use the motor to wind it out, you can pop it into neutral and then actually just pull it out manually, because that did suck the battery dry. But again, my battery's a little bit stuffed. All right, let's get this out next. All right guys, so this is the part numbers for the particular kit we're using here. And basically you get the hook with it. You also get this parts pack as well. Now there's two different types. So depending on the winch you've got, whether or not we end up using this one or this one. But there's the part numbers there. I'll let you know how that goes. There's the horse also. And then you've also got the insulation, the synthetic rope insulation wire. And then what we're going to be doing now is, this is the end that the hook goes on. So this is the end that the hook goes on, and this is the end that attaches to the drum basically. So you'll see how we do this. But yeah, massive difference I can already see in weight.
So you could do it two ways. You just pop these circlips off.
Perfect.
These rolls will come off and you can get straight to the bolt.
Beautiful. Let's do that.
Now the bottom bolts are actually the bottom bolts for the winch as well.
Okay. So do we do one side at a time then, or?
No, you can take them both out, because you're not taking the top ones out. The top ones are up there.
Yep. Oh, okay.
So there's 4 bolts that hold it in.
There you go. So there's 4 bolts that hold in the winch. The top 2 we're not going to touch, but the bottom 2 we need to undo to get these rollers out, to get the Fairlead out.
Yep.
All right, let's have a go. All right, again, hasn't been off in 14 years. Let's see how easy this is. All right, so first up guys, we're going to take these circlips off. If you don't have one of these tools in your toolbox, get one. It makes it so much more easier. That's how the rollers come out, nice and simple. And there's a look from that side. So if you ever need to change these rollers, they're the circlips that need to come out. Come and donate it to someone. You don't need it, do you? Do you need this?
No. Only someone that's got a cable.
Yeah.
I want it. These are in not bad nick.
Yeah.
But if you feel that.
Yeah. All right, that's simple. How easy was that?
These ARB. How loose is that?
All right, guys. Let's see how good we can get it in there.
Can you see it?
So that's all we're going to loosen off, guys, and it'll be nice and simple. Go for it. Look, ultimately, you're not going to necessarily spool out your cable all the way. So if you're freaking out, you've just got this little bolt holding the thing. Well, if you do try and winch off that one little nut, it's going to snap.
That will snap.
So never ever take your winch cable out all the way. And as Lionel was saying, it's actually pretty loose to start with. Again, it just has to hold it in place so you can wind it on.
That's all it is. The
Ouch.
the 5 or 6 you should always leave. Never go below the 6.
Yep.
All right, that's it.
All right, guys. So as you can see, we're just pushing it through. Yeah, it's long enough. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. That sounds right. There you go, a few little turns and that's it. Nice and simple. Now we can wind it on under tension. Now one thing you need to be mindful of is before you decide to put on a synthetic rope onto your winch, replacing a steel cable, you've got to make sure that the drum does not heat up, or you've got to make sure that there is actually a cover. In this particular case, the actual synthetic cable is covered with another layer of braiding, which will help protect it from the heat. Otherwise, it's something you need to be mindful of, because some of the drums can heat up quite a bit. Alright guys, now before you actually attach the winch strap, it actually comes with this like synthetic cover, and this actually helps you protect the actual rope itself.
This goes to the hook end. So what happens is, if you're winching over something sharp,
yep,
you put this sleeve over that,
cool,
and the winch rope will just pull through it.
There you go.
So you don't cut the rope.
Beautiful.
So it's just a protective sleeve, and you usually have it up that top end,
yep,
more than anything.
Alrighty. Alright guys, so as we've since discovered, make sure you install or you have the offset horse before you attach the cable. Okay? Because this end of the rope has this metal eyelet, and it will not fit through the front of the horse, whereas the other end of the rope has no metal eyelet. So we're just going to take that off, thread that through, and install the new offset horse, which I was able to source from eBay. Nice and simple. It was a bit of a struggle to find an offset actually. Alright guys, so we've threaded it through, nice and simple. Let's line these bolts up. You're fucking kidding. What the hell? Look, we're trying to shave a fraction or tap it with a bit of Like we're talking millimetres, like we're talking like half a millimetre or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's not much.
Nah, it's...
Just take a little bit off on the grinder.
Oh yeah, grinder will do
Just
the job.
square it off.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll do it there, yeah.
You probably get that.
Pry it down. So there you go, guys, a bit of TLC, a little bit of finessing, and we got it on, and now it's starting to rain. All right, guys, so what we're going to do, we've just popped on the tree trunk protector, and what we're going to do is we're going to basically winch off the car, because we need to make sure that we wind up the winch cable under tension. So we're going to actually hook the hook back onto the car, off one of the winching points, and then we're going to wind it up.
Let it rest for a second. It's going on nicely.
Beautiful.
So all you got to remember when you're paying out the Fairlead, when you're paying out your rope, as soon as you see the red come out from your winch, that's when you stop.
Yeah.
And that's one whole drum's worth of safety on your drum.
Ah, okay.
There's a little bit of give.
Yep.
It's probably about 3 feet of red can actually come off.
Yep.
And you will still be a whole row on the drum.
Yep.
So there's heaps and heaps on there now.
Yeah, okay. So then is it 30 metres for after the red, or including
No,
the
they
red?
always include that.
Yeah. So, again, extension straps.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so we got there in the end. So there was a lot of stopping and starting, lots of extra trips buying other additional bits and pieces. But things you absolutely need to be mindful of is, again, make sure you double check in relation to whether or not you need an offset horse. Double check in relation to the horse to make sure that the positions on the horse that you've purchased match up exactly with the holes of your winch. And then also make sure that the overall width of the horse fits in place in relation to your bull bar setup that you have. Because in mine in particular, mine is inset into the bull bar. Some are actually forward of the bull bar, so it makes it nice and easy. Other things to be mindful of is in relation to the thickness of the synthetic rope and the length of the synthetic rope, in particular to whether or not you'll be able to get the full length onto this. This, I believe, is a 25 metre rope, and I actually had a 30 metre steel cable on it, and it literally just fitted on, okay? The fact that I had this extra bit of overhang was perfect, because otherwise I was struggling to get that in. And then just all your other little bits and pieces here in relation to this protective cover. So that actually ends up quite ideal in relation to its position. So yeah, so we got there eventually. So as per usual, if you like what you're seeing, give us the thumbs up. Again, share it around as much as possible. If you want, drop us a super thanks, and we'll see you in the next video. And again, there'll be a whole heap of videos coming out in the next probably a month or so once we get back from this Central Australia trip. I've got a huge amount of content planned, and yeah, we'll take you along the journey. All right guys, cheers, see you in the next video. Bye.